Welcome back to the studio. So today we're going to be working with a technique called the awareness exercise. This is the foundational exercise in the language of breath. That is to say, we have psychedelic breath work, we have CO2 focused techniques, we have techniques that go every different direction in the world of breath work, but they're all focused, they're all based on the technique we're going to be using today. If you'd like to learn the complete system, you can take a look at my book or the online course. The links will be below if you'd like to take it step by step. But today, I'd like to teach you the foundational exercise. This is called the awareness exercise. It's simple, but don't let that fool you, because what this practice offers you is an opportunity to sharpen and strengthen the skill of inner awareness. When we do this, when we take the time to sharpen that skill of inner awareness, interoception, what happens is we become more resilient to all stressors. We develop a more positive relationship with our emotions and with ourselves. And all of the other breathwork styles are going to be enhanced as well. So it's a very simple yet powerful technique that we're going to be doing. So come to a seated position. This is best done seated. And so go ahead and close your eyes, and simply by the act of closing your eyes, you are reducing the amount of outward stimuli, because the big goal here in the awareness exercise is to bring that awareness from the outside, which is what our species has developed an enormous range of senses to do. We're bringing it to the inside. We really want to enhance our internal awareness. So simply closing our eyes is one of the first steps to doing that. Next, what we're going to do, just observe your breathing. And as you do that, you're going to notice that it becomes a little weird. You start to observe that once you put your focus on your breathing, you start to consciously control it. And that's okay. Next, we're going to inhale. It's as if we're inhaling the awareness that's outside of ourselves. We're going to inhale it as if it's like a molecule of awareness. You're going to inhale it through your nose, tracing the sensation of that inhale through your sinuses, down, 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 all the way as your lungs fill. And then you're going to exhale, tracing that awareness as if there is a molecule of awareness. You're going to trace that up, right back up, 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 up through your sinuses, out of your nostrils. And then you're going to repeat that process. Simply inhale, bringing in as if it's a molecule of awareness, like a specific point. Maybe an atom of awareness. You're bringing that in, tracing that specific point of awareness in through your sinuses, down your throat, through your bronchi, your bronchioli, down into your alveoli, filling yourself up and exhaling. Now continue this process. I'm going to give you some variations that you can practice with and experiment with. So you're going to inhale that awareness, exhale it, and then the base practice of the awareness exercise is to have a pause between each breath. So you'll inhale, bringing that awareness in, exhale, letting that awareness come out, and then you're going to pause. And during that pause, you're going to scan yourself from head to toe and just search for anything that stands out, any sensation, any feeling. And at first you probably will be at a loss, most of us are, but that's because we haven't developed that fine-tuned sense of awareness. That's okay. And then try again. Inhale awareness in through your nose, down to your lungs, tracing it all the way down as if there's a specific point of awareness, not everything, just a specific point of awareness, bringing it down and then exhaling it out. And then bringing your awareness to your whole self, finding every tiny microscopic sensation that you possibly can feel, becoming aware of it as you take that slight pause between breaths. And then again, inhale, bringing your awareness in through the sinuses, down your throat, down into the bronchi, bronchioli, alveoli, and right back out again. Now, this is a practice that, please keep doing it as I speak about it. This is a practice that a lot of people will want to skip over because it's not getting high, because it's not exciting. And this is because we as human beings are dopamine driven. We are just looking for the new flashy, shiny thing. But I can tell you this, if you just literally practice what we've already covered so far in this video, I'm going to give you a few variations, but if you just practice this 10 minutes a day, what you're going to do is you're enhancing your ability to feel. And because you're enhancing your ability to feel, you're going to become more aware of your state. You're going to become more in touch with your emotional state, your physiological state. And because of that, everything's going to change. No longer will you have these what seems to be swings of emotions and all these uncontrollable forces. You're going to start to become really aware of subtle changes within you. Again, keep breathing in through the nose, bringing it through the sinuses, down the throat, down into the lungs, just a singular point of attention. Then letting it come right back out, nice and slow. We're not trying to go fast. We're trying to really sharpen that sense of awareness. This is, again, it's called the awareness exercise for a reason. It is all about combining your awareness with your breath, bringing that sense of internal awareness to your practice. And again, we're taking just a slight pause. It doesn't have to be long. You're not waiting until you just feel like you can't take it anymore or anything like that. Just a nice comfortable pause between breaths, scanning yourself from head to toe, looking for any and every sensation you can possibly find within you. Taking note, being okay with it, not concerned about it, maybe checking back with it on the next one, but just becoming aware of it. Now, what we've practiced so far, please continue to practice it. You can listen to my voice as you continue to go. What we've practiced so far is called the awareness exercise. So this is what we would call the standard awareness exercise protocol. In addition to this, you can practice this any time. And one of the things you're going to find is when you practice it at different times, of course, you won't be closing your eyes if you practice it while you're driving or something like that. You can practice it with your eyes open. It's just easier to bring that internal awareness inside whenever we close our eyes. But ultimately, when you practice this in different environments, maybe you practice it, no one has to know. You could be in a meeting, you could be in class, and you're simply practicing internal awareness with your breath. You're going to notice that your emotional state will start to be something you can physically feel. You're going to notice, if you practice this enough, that you can physically start to notice emotional states. Now, this might sound scary because most people are so disconnected to their emotions that when an emotion hits them really hard, they're very scary. Oh my God, this is overwhelming. But what that really is whenever we've never developed this fine-tuned sense of awareness, you're always feeling emotions. Emotions are always there. And what happens so often is we've just become so outwardly focused that we ignore the vast majority of the signals from our unconscious. One of the ways the unconscious is speaking to you, this is not woo nonsense, this is just science fact. It's speaking to you through emotional signals. So as you practice, and I'm hoping you're continuing to practice this as I'm speaking, because this is the most foundational practice in the language of breath, and it is for good reason. You can also start to observe, maybe if you want to think about something that's going to happen tomorrow. Think about something that makes you happy, makes you sad, makes you have a specific emotion, and start to notice the physical sensations that come up when you think about these things, especially on that pause between the breaths. We call this the advanced awareness exercise because we're now starting to really lean into the practice of observing sensations. So this is a practice that you can do anywhere, anytime. It's very safe, as long as you're not closing your eyes while driving or doing something that you should be having eyes open for. Try to do this for 10 minutes per day. If you can do it 20 minutes a day, that's better. If you can do it for a half hour a day, that's even better. Just try to do this as often as you can. This is what we would call a mindfulness practice. This is bringing your awareness within you so that you can become more in touch with yourself. And what you're going to notice is that over time, your ability to make decisions, you're going to notice it's a little easier to make these decisions. You're going to notice that you're going to be able to withstand some of these emotional overwhelms. You'll observe them, you're still going to have emotions, but you'll be able to have maybe a little bit more willpower, not to say that wrong thing, not to freak out. And as you continue to practice this, if you want to develop your practice, you can add all of the other language of breath techniques to this particular practice. If you want to know all the other variations that you can do with this practice, you can pick up my book, The Language of Breath, or you can take our deep dive 6-week online course to go through every single thing, all these different guided sessions as well. All right, come back to this as often as you like, and remember that practicing awareness through this awareness exercise is going to help you to bring that internal sense of awareness so that you're more in tune with your emotions and you can make better decisions throughout your day. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And don't forget to go out there and be kind to one another.